Okay, so in this step, we're going to talk about an area model to represent expressions that are being multiplied. So essentially, if you sketch this in your notebook, so go ahead and in your notebook, write this down as area models. It's the title. And you're going to go ahead and sketch this diagram. So pause the video while you do that, and then when you're finished, you can keep the video playing. So as you can see, each of the squares in this overall square or rectangle has an area. Okay, so for example, this square right here has an area of 4x. So I can take this and I'm going to highlight it. This square right here has an area of 4x, which means you can have a length of 2 and a width of 2x, because when we multiply that together, so we're just going to look at the square with area of 4x. If we do length times width, we can do 2 times 2x, which is equal to 4x. So you can do that with this. You can do that with this overall rectangle. If I take this entire rectangle and add up all its areas, so area of entire rectangle, and I just use it as a sum, or write it as a sum, it would be 4x plus 6 plus 6x squared, 4x plus 6 plus 6x squared plus 9x. We can actually also break it up as an area written as a product, where we broke up our big square, okay, and we broke it up into 4 different squares, okay, and then the length of these 2 squares combined is 2 plus 3x, and the width is 2x plus 3, and the area is length times width, which is 2 plus 3x times 2x plus 3, which is equal to this area as the sum. So we can represent the area of our rectangle as a sum and as a product, and really what we're saying is we have this expression to the length and the width being multiplied together, resulting in this sum. Okay, so go ahead and write these notes down. You can use this area model as a way to represent an expression that maybe we can't use the algebra tiles for. So this is very convenient. You can create all sorts of different algebraic expressions with it, but not everything. So we can create area models for more difficult expressions. So you have a couple of questions to answer. The first one is, how is the area model similar to the rectangle in the previous problem? How is it different? And I want you to discuss this with your teammates, or think about it by yourself and write down all of your observations. So in your notebook, you're going to go ahead and answer these 3 questions. And you're comparing it to your previous rectangle. So remember, we used this diagram in the previous step of all this really big rectangle that you wrote an area for. And so you're going to compare this and your current example of an area model. So when you're finished with that, take a photo of your work in your notebook and then upload it on Dream Studio.